In this podcast episode, Chloe Kim shares insights into her journey as a world-class snowboarder and Olympian, tackling themes around self-doubt, mental resilience, overcoming injury, sports psychology, personal growth, and balancing the demands of sport with life outside the slopes. Through candid reflections, she offers a masterclass on mindset, performance under pressure, and the importance of healing and self-awareness. Chloe opens by acknowledging the persistent nature of self-doubt, explaining that it can never be completely eliminated, but only quieted through belief in oneself. She emphasizes grit as a vital lesson from her career, not giving up even when quitting seemed easier or when others doubted her. This mental toughness allowed her to push through challenges, especially when facing intense pressure heading into her first Olympics at a very young age. From a young age, Chloe's father played a pivotal role, investing heavily in her snowboarding career, so much so that there was financial pressure tied to her performance by the age of 13. Although the support was intense, Chloe recognized the importance of her family's belief in her. She highlights the complex dynamic of parental support, where love came with expectations, and how she and her father navigated this evolving relationship. Chloe discusses how she manages pressure by reframing expectations as acts of faith from others who believe in her. She focuses on creating a mental space where these voices become cheerleaders rather than sources of anxiety. She attributes her ability to appear relaxed under pressure to not overthinking mid-competition and focusing instead on her body's muscle memory to carry her through. Balancing competitiveness with fun also helps her approach events with joy rather than fear. Although snowboarding became her career, Chloe shares that it wasn't her first choice. She wanted to be a jockey due to her early love of horses. Her entry into snowboarding was somewhat serendipitous, influenced by her father's preferences. She credits Mountain High Ski Area for being the birthplace of her snowboarding journey and Mammoth for serious training, illustrating how environment and family shaped her path. One of the most significant challenges Chloe recounts was competing in the Olympics while managing a debilitating shoulder injury. The difficulty of limited training time and relearning tricks with one functioning arm tested her mental strength. She candidly describes the strategy of popping her dislocating shoulder back into place mid-run and the emotional difficulty of working through pain and uncertainty. This experience deepened her understanding of true grit, showing up and performing despite imperfection. Chloe reveals her recent diagnosis of ADHD and how, paradoxically, it contributed to her hyperfocus and fearless mindset on the slopes. Snowboarding became the outlet where her otherwise scattered attention converged fully. Visualization and obsessive mental rehearsal were key tools she used to learn and perfect tricks, often playing through runs in her head repeatedly. This mental discipline compensated for challenges she faced outside the sport. Initially resistant to structured workouts and gym training, Chloe eventually embraced fitness routines, motivated by injury recovery and the physical toll of competitive snowboarding. Weight gain during college and COVID lockdowns made her realize the importance of consistent physical conditioning. With support from trainers like Roy, she incorporated jogging, Pilates, and gym work, which improved her performance and injury resilience. As Chloe matured, she confronted the reality that snowboarding wouldn't last forever. Attending college and meeting people outside her sport opened her eyes to other interests and inspired a desire for balance. The realization of who am I after sports prompted her to explore personal growth beyond athletic accomplishments, prioritizing holistic well-being and identity outside competition. Chloe shares her journey with therapy and mental health, emphasizing how seeking professional support helped her cultivate healthier emotional responses and self-awareness. She discusses the struggle of being reactive and overwhelmed by emotions, and how understanding and treating her ADHD was a turning point. Therapy enabled her to address trauma, improve communication, and approach life with greater calm and clarity. Reflecting on her relationship with her father, Chloe comments on the balance of emotional distance and strong presence often seen in Asian families. Despite occasional difficulties and trauma, she expresses deep gratitude for the unconditional support and love he provided. She encourages fathers to be present and open to evolving with their children, learning to offer support that meets their unique needs. Chloe advises focusing on the process and controlling factors within one's reach, rather than becoming overwhelmed by long-term outcomes or comparisons. Setting incremental goals helps to keep motivation alive and makes daunting journeys more manageable. She reminds listeners that fear and anxiety about the unknown are natural, but can be softened through mindful preparation and perspective shifts. Chloe reflects on how she transitioned from tying self-worth to winning gold to genuinely celebrating others' successes. This shift happened when a close friend broke her winning streak and she found authentic joy in her friend's achievement. The insight that competition is not about losing, but about showing up wholeheartedly reframed her relationship with victory and defeat, opening space for greater connection and empathy. Both Chloe and the host affirm that sports serve as a powerful metaphor and training ground for life. The discipline, resilience, and mindset developed through athletic competition translate into wisdom, self-knowledge, and emotional strength. Chloe feels enriched with decades worth of life lessons by her mid-20s and values sports as an integral part of her personal development. When asked about fundamental life lessons, Chloe highlights the importance of continuous learning, self-care, and having fun. Inspired by her father's lifelong curiosity, she stresses that age does not limit the pursuit of knowledge and new experiences. Taking care of oneself includes prioritizing personal well-being to be able to support others. Above all, she encourages embracing joy as a guiding principle. Chloe muses that greatness starts with recognizing one's inherent worth. To her, being great means owning who you are fully and striving to be the best version of oneself, not just in sport, but across all dimensions of life. She notes that this definition evolves as she grows, and greatness encompasses accomplishments as well as ongoing personal growth. Chloe offers encouragement to those pursuing dreams at any age or stage, emphasizing the uniqueness each individual brings to their journey. She underscores the impact of hard work, discipline, and self-belief, especially when combined with setting manageable goals. Her message champions perseverance without comparison or attachment to outcome, and trusting the process. Throughout the conversation, there is a strong focus on the psychological aspects of elite sport, from managing pressure to healing emotional wounds. Chloe's story illustrates how addressing mental health and developing emotional tools contribute not only to athletic success, but also to longevity, fulfillment, and balanced living in and beyond the realm of competition.